कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में इतना सा फर्क है, एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा ही है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Very good afternoon to all the dear friends. We welcome all of you to our business opportunity with Chai webinar series. This is a 45-minute session where first we'll talk about the presentation. We'll talk about the business opportunity which we have got for you with the help of the presentation. Then we'll move towards a panel discussion. We request each one of you to share your queries as well as your suggestion in our question and answer box. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am. The particular webinar is hosted by both of them. And the business opportunity which we are bringing from you for you comes from the retail vertical, SpecMart. That's the well-known retail brand of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses. They come from the land of Maharashtra. Petmark is the branded optical retail store offering a wide range of product across all categories and eye specialist consultation. Today we have invited Kunal and Darshan, directors at SpecMark, to talk about this great opportunity. The brand can be started with an investment of 15 to 20 lakh rupees. So thank you so much, Darshan. Thank you so much, Kunal, for joining in today. We also welcome Mr. Ashok Kumar, who is a senior consultant, who will talk about the financials attached to this particular business model. So welcome, Kunal, welcome, Darshan. We welcome both of you. May we request to have a presentation from your side?
Yes, thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to all of you all. Yes, I'll quickly go ahead and I'll share. Yes, are you guys able to see the screen?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. So a very good morning to all of y'all. I hope all of y'all are doing really, really well. So yes, starting to talk about the brand. So this was initially formed by my granddad. You know, he's been doing this since decades, and he was mainly into distribution and wholesaling. Wherein he was connected with a lot of glass and lens manufacturers. On the other hand, he was also on a good term with all of the metal as well as acetate sheet manufacturers. That's how I started this. So I went ahead and I made this company back in 2019, you know, wherein I got a lot of premium insights and data from my granddad. You know, we had a lot of meetings back then wherein he used to share me a lot of premium insights about the industry, about the margins, as to where we have to source it from, what is our purchase, and what is our procurement cost, basically. So I started working with one of our competitors in the market, Lenskart. I was with them, worked with them, got a hands-on experience as to how their management and as to how their customer acquisition works. And that's when I started, and I thought, yes, I should do something in this space. And I went and I made here this firm, Specmart Eye Care. So we're now into retail. Initially, my granddad was basically wholesaling it and distributing it. But as I've worked with a real estate MNC in Bombay, I understand real estate a little better. So retail is in a very it's in a synergy with real estate, and real estate is in a synergy with retail. That's how it works. So a retail outlet always has to be on the prime street, on a shopping street wherein we get a lot of footfalls. Got to be at the corner, right at the prime location with a good frontage, wherein it's visible and we get maximum branding. So quickly talking about the service that we're giving under this firm is basically the lens is where our expertise lies, wherein I see a lot of efforts being made by my granddad. So what we are doing here is we've monopolized and made our own brands. We're doing Claire lenses, wherein we're doing all of your progressive, single vision, bifocal, your normal computer blue block lenses. On the other hand, what we've done is we are focusing a lot on the quality of the lenses. So we are using all the top equipments for manufacturing in order to shape and size the lens as per the respective frame. So that is something that we focus on, and we've got a top priority coming in from there, followed by the eyeglasses and sunglasses, contact lenses respectively. So this is how our store looks from the inside. Now this is all of the other optical equipments that are required for a normal optical shop to be having a smooth running. We see that on the top we have a refractometer, wherein it's like a computer. We check the due diligently the cross power as well as to where his situation is as in this point of time. Then we see a PD meter, wherein we take the pupil distance as to what and how his eye data is with respect to his frame data. This is how it looks from the inside. Now, when it comes to brands, what we've done is we've made our own brands, which is into eyeglasses and sunglasses respectively. So you see Iron Code doing eyeglasses in particular. So that is another forte that wherein we come in is the manufacturing of these eyeglasses. Now, as I rightfully mentioned earlier, this is all my granddad's hard work and efforts paying off today, that we're able to monopolize and subsidize all of our brands and venture into all of these products. On the other hand, we see Moonray. Moonray is a brand wherein we're doing the premium latest designer wear sunglasses. On the other hand, what we've also done is we've tied up with all of the Luxottica group brands, the D-Rigo group brands, also the Safilo group brands, because we have a lot of clientele coming in and particularly asking for that Ray-Ban model with that Hoya glass. So to have a wide presence and to operate in all of the verticals, we operate and we've tied up and we have strategic partnerships with all of these brands. And if there's any particular kind of a requirement that comes in, we also fulfill that. So moving ahead to the leadership, it's me and my colleague. He's my childhood friend, also my colleague buddy, Darshan Kokal. So he's got a background into, he's worked with a lot of manufacturers, which are from the same industry, and he holds a engineering background, and I am from the same background as well. Though my granddad has had his business into eyewear and the optical space. So I see that we can work in a synergy and take this forward. So yes, coming to the industry dynamics, we see that this is a golden era of chasma market. Everybody is going to be wearing a chasma because of the computer syndrome that has come out in the market lately. Also, we are exposed to a lot of harmful radiations, which we are not able to figure, which is after you wear those kind of lenses. So all of the segments we are present in, namely your contact lenses, frames, your glass, which is your lenses and sunglasses as well. We see that as the age of a respective human goes up, the ticket size and the bill size also goes up because he starts developing his near vision as well as his far respect. So yes, the market is growing at a CAGR of 11%. We see that it was estimated at 5,000 million in 2021, and it is expected to grow. Okay, coming to the sales channel, now we see that a lot of sales coming from the eyewear, which is the frame, basically. We see that as we've tied up with all of the premium brands, we have a knowledge and a premium insight as to where the order is coming in, who's bagging it, and as to what respective size and shape of the eyewear was being sold. It works in a similar manner in the the sunglass industry as well. So what we rather try to do is we try to understand as to where the order is coming from, what size of the frame he's booking, and as to what is the source. So what happens is the eyewear industry and the optical space is such a space that is always got to be offline. People have to come into the store and got to wear it, try that, and then see if it fits their face. If they really like it, they go.
Ashok, I think they have lost the connection. So can you continue? I'll just call them.
Sorry for the disruption. We are just having them back very soon.
Ashok, by the time they are joining, because I just spoke to them, can you?
Let's have the presentation on the screen, Ashok.
Yeah.
If you can.
Yeah, sure. Good afternoon, everyone. So just I'll take the presentation forward because I think our friends, they are basically facing some technical difficulty, and so they will join us shortly. So we have already discussed about basically branch and the leadership, and basically industry dynamics. So like industry dynamics for contact lenses, eyewear frames, spectacle lenses, and sunglasses. So spec market basically has the active presence in all four categories. Then basically we look at the market size, basically the online and offline market. Even in metro cities and in tier 1 cities, we see like a lot of marketing through the online and the digital marketing. But still, basically, offline sales is basically has the dominance. So even it's projected for, if you look at the percentage distribution of offline and online sales, so almost 90%, 91% is offline. And it is further projected to even it is in a decreasing order, but in the next 5-6 years, it's 84% is all about offline marketing channel. So now I think Darshan and Kunal they have joined us back.
Yes,
So
apologies.
I'll request Kunal just to continue the presentation, and I will flip the slides.
Sure. Thank you for taking over,
Yeah.
sir. Now, sir, as you were focusing on as to where the orders are going to be coming in from, we see that the online market is only at 5 to 7%. And majorly it's got to be offline. People after the sales, people have to come down to the store. If in case there is any kind of a situation they find themselves in. Also, if there is a high cylinder to the client, the customer is gonna come into the store and have it rectified. Even for agedly and the elderly people, we see that we've got to take their pupil distance for their trifocals and progressives. Again, it's got to be offline. So the industry and the optical space is such a business that is always going to be offline rather than being online. So yes, now coming back to the transition. Now, this is something that we're adding a value wherein if we compare it with, and if we're comparing ourselves with our direct competitors, such as Titan, Lenskart, Specs Makers, JKB. So what we do is we add a lot of personalization and a lot of respect and value to the client that comes in. And we treat them with a lot of respect, and we listen to them and we probe as to what they're actually looking for and what they want. There have been situations where there are elderly people coming in. We drop them to the gate. We ensure that we're also doing a lot of personalization effects so that we get the repeatable clientele up. Also, on the other hand, what we do is we given a heavy discount on the clients that have come in for the very first time. We find them wearing a spec. We give them a deal that no one on the street can ever offer them, so that we have a ensuring that he's going to be covered, and he's going to be coming back to us in the shop. So that's where we do a lot of personalization with the clientele and the customers that come in. Now we see that the transition from unorganized and then coming back from being organized to personalization is where I find SpecMart adding value. Now, talking about the peers, what we do is we study them very thoroughly. For instance, I can give you an example of a lately offer that is going around with our competitors, namely Lenskart. So what they do is in this Christmas or any festive kind of a season, they give you a 40% off plus buy one, get one, plus they give you a 50% cashback. So we are very aware as to what pricing is going around in the market and how we have to be competitive to ensure that we're bagging orders basically. So we're very aware as to what they're offering, how we are different, and what are we going to be doing in order to add value so that the customer is giving us the order than our competitors. We see Tata Group, we see Specs Makers, we see Clear Deco, we see Vision Express being in the market. But yes, it is such a space that we still see a lot of value that's going to be required. On the other hand, what we're also doing is we're operating right from every product that is available in the market when it comes to the industry. So what we're also doing is we are doing the audio glasses and swimming glasses, which we've tied up with a manufacturer, and we're also operating in the other verticals, which is your normal computer glasses, your reading glasses, your contact lenses, your multifocal contact lenses as well. So we also tie up with a lot of opticians and other eye doctors to ensure as to what proposition we can add to the plan. Yes, our unique selling point is something of a point that I want to further go ahead and discuss, is the real-time delivering that we're doing with respect to their orders. So we're doing single vision orders, same-day delivery, and it can be done in 2 hours. 2 hours also, as we've got a lab based out of Pune. Also, on the other hand, we are doing your bifocals and your trifocals the next day itself. Now, what we're also doing is we're offering a very affordable package to the client. You know, when we understand the client is coming from a competitor or is coming with a lot of awareness from the market, we give them a heavy discount to ensure that no one else on the street is going to give him that offer. So we are operating in all of the brands, like I rightfully mentioned, all of the Luxottica, Dirigo, Safilo Group, and we've tied up with all of them, and we've been working with them since years. So we see that we get a edge when it comes to the margins over here. Yes, as far as the branding is concerned of SpecMart, we see that what we are specifically focusing on is the real estate here. We want to have stores at prime locations, right at the corner with a good frontage, so that we see that there is enough visibility for the store, so that it has a lot of footfalls. On the other hand, what we do is we study the market. You know, for instance, I can give you an example of Pune, where we are residing. We see Jangli Maharaj Road, JM Road, FC Road, having a lot of colleges, schools surrounding them. So we see a lot of single vision, your computer syndrome orders, contact lenses, one-day contact lenses orders coming in from there. On the other hand, we see Viman Nagar, Kalyani Nagar being one of the spots for all of the NRIs, where they've parked all their elderly people and their parents there. So we see a lot of bifocal, trifocals coming in from there. So what we've got to do is we've got to study the market as to where the order is coming, what kind of an order is coming, who's bagging it, and whom is he offloading it to. So that's how we go ahead and we identify the real estate, the market. Plus, on top of that, what we're also doing is we've tied up with a lot of pass outs, optopaths, optometrists, ophthalmologists, so that we ensure that trust and a certain kind of insurance is given to the client and people coming into the store. For setting up a store, we see that an ideal 500 square feet is good enough with a 8 to 12 foot frontage. And I think the turnaround time is nothing more than a month. So yes, coming right to the value addition and proposition with respect to the financial model SpecMart has to offer us. SpecMart has is made two verticals, wherein we see that we want to keep the operations to us, and in the other model we're giving away the operations. So let me quickly go ahead and brief you as to how it works out in the FOCO model, where it is going to be owned by our respective franchisees, but you're going to get a comprehensive support when it comes to the operations, and the entire chain is going to be taken care by the organization itself. So it's going to be company operated, but yes, you're going to be owning it. So in this situation, we see that roughly 300 to 500 square feet the real estate is good enough. So considering on the higher side, 500 square feet seeks an investment of 20 lakhs. When we see that the initial fit out cost, which would include your IT and electrical equipments, then your furniture fit out summing up to 5 lakhs, then the other official and the optopal equipment, which concludes all of your ophthalmologist equipments, your PD meter, your stand, your computer, lensometer, that's summing up to 5.5 lakh. Then we see that there is an inventory cost being added, which is going to be rotating on a 15-day cycle, maximum 30-day cycle, depending on the latest trends that is going around in the market. You see a 3.5 lakh investment there. And considering all the other launch and marketing cost with respect to the launch, we see another 50,000 being spent there. And what we've done is, what we've created here is we've taken the operation, which is the working capital upfrontly, and that's how the figure comes up and sums up to 20 lakhs. Now we see that the rent per month on a prime street at a high location is averaging 1 lakh. There will be instances where the rental is lower, We see it being somewhere around 70, 75 also. And then it could be up to 110, 120. So considering an average amount of the rental being 1 lakh, we see that we're going to be requiring an optometrist, an optopal, who is basically going to be more like a store manager and a salesperson. So we see we need, for a normal 350 to 500 square feet, we require 2 employees, one being the floor manager and the other being the sales representative, come cashier. We've also considered the other utilities, assuming it being on a high street. We see that your electricity bills, your housekeeping bills, and your other stationery and small, you can say, overheads summing up to 26.5. So what we're also doing is there is a marketing, we are spending 2% on the marketing, wherein we see that we're doing a lot of word of mouth kind of an approach. We talk to people on the streets. So that is the cost that we're adding. Over here, we see that we will be sharing a revenue of 10% to the investor. In that case, we see that his ROI is 33 months. And the average 5th year ROI is 50%. So in this situation, what we are doing is what we've done is we're offering you a minimum guarantee of 1.67% every month, which is cumulatively 20% a year. And trust me, no one in this space in the market is going to be offering you a proposal with such a value addition with a minimum guarantee or a revenue share of 10%, whichever being higher. So we see that the initial 3 to 6 months is going to be slow, and that's how it gradually picks up. Now, coming to the other model, which is the franchise-owned, franchise-operated. We see a lot of potential investors and venture capital want to invest and want to operate it themselves. Some of them having relevant industry expertise and insights. So we've also ventured there, wherein we've made a model of 16 lakh, wherein we see that, again, this varies. It varies from 12 to 16, depending on the store size. We see that the initial fit out cost, which remains the same, is going to be 5. The other official equipments that we're going to be needing is again going to be the same. Inventory is going to be rotating every 15 to 20 days. Now, we're charging a franchise fee on this, and that's how it sums up to 16 lakhs, wherein we see that we are offering him a revenue share of 55%. And in that situation, the ROI comes down in 23 months, 2 years approximately. We're going to be charging a royalty fee of 2%, which is again going to be spent on the marketing of that particular store. So we see that you double your money in 5 years and you triple your money in 9 years. Yes, the ideal partner for our franchisees could be the existing retail store owners, could be a doctor who's from the same industry, an optopal, an ophthalmologist, also could be an operator who wants to operate the store, could be any kind of an investor with want to get into the industry, who has an hands-on experience and who knows as to how the industry works, could be a very potential client as well. So what we've decided here is we want to roll out in a particular model so that we ensure that the store is in a situation, and we are not in a situation where we have to back out and we have to step back. So what we do is we due diligently study the real estate, due diligently talk to the people who are there in the industry, get a lot of premium insights from them, and then that's how we go ahead and we roll out. So instantly, like I mentioned, now Jangli Maharaj Road having a lot of school, colleges, a lot of youngsters coming in. We see a lot of single order, a lot of computer, on the other hand, a lot of contact lenses orders coming in from there. Also the premium sunglass, where we see mainly a lot of Ray-Bans, a lot of Vogues, a lot of Pradas being sold. So yes, we want to roll out with Pune. respectively mapping each and every street, each and every optical surveillance as to how and where and what was there before we entering. Now we see Viman Nagar, Kalyani Nagar being a very prime potential real estate and a location, because we have a lot of NRIs being parked there. We got a lot a premium insight from one of our friends from the industry, and that's how we want to go ahead and we want to roll this out with having a mind map in place, followed by the other locations. We see Pimple Saudagar, Hinjewadi having a lot of IT. Yes, Kharadi having a lot of IT people coming in. We get a healthy margin there again. So yes, the rollout is going to be only and only if the company approves the real estate and the location. We want to target Maharashtra first and then scale pan-India. Yes, reasons to partner with us. Now we are operating from a power range of +24 to -24. We are doing all of the concave, convex, lenticular, omega lenses as well, wherein our competitors are not doing. We are doing same day delivery as we have a logistic partner in place. So we ensure we are doing home deliveries. We are doing same turnaround lead time for our clients. Also, we are present online. We are doing it through Amazon, and we are doing it through our own website, specmart.com. We were also initially doing it through the Facebook marketplace, but we see that we have a major response and turnaround in the offline store that we've set up. So yes, we are present online, wherein we find a situation where we find the customer not being able to figure out as to what he's looking for. We redirect them to the store. Yes, with my granddad being in this industry since a very long time, we pass on a lot of premium insights and data to all of our colleagues and representation working in the organization and management, so that we ensure we are different from our competitors in the market, and we're adding value to the client. Yes. Yes, that's about it.
Great. Thank you so much, Kunalji, for bringing this interesting presentation for all our investors and friends. I would request that you can take up any questions, and we'll take these questions on your behalf. If you already have a property in Pune, while they've already identified about 16 odd spots, and these are based on the potential of these locations, including some of the malls where we can open up. But if there's a property that you own and you think we can even discuss these properties, I would welcome any inquiries also from property owners. Any questions, friends, on the business model, please go ahead and put your questions in the Q&A box, and I will take all these questions on behalf of all our friends who have come in here. So thank you once again, Kunalji and Darshanji, and friends, like they mentioned, they're third generation entrepreneur, with their grandfather starting the business in wholesale, and now we see the organized form which they have put in the form of SpecMart. And the Indian, the eyewear industry has actually seen a very strong growth run in the last about 10 odd years. And this growth has been fueled more by the awareness around the vision care, and also the aspect of functionality, which is very, very important and at the core of the eyewear industry. So and today there's also a big challenge, because a larger part of the market, as we all see, is unorganized, but it is getting organized and also personalized. The market today is facing a big challenge in terms of the access to affordable and branded eyewear, as the price difference between branded and unbranded eyewear is substantial. And this is also where the company is trying to bridge the gap. And also, eyewear being a very planned purchase, the end consumer wants a shopping experience where he can try the products before he buys. So the company is bringing you two models, and these models depend on your own time involvement in the business. So both, which is franchisee-owned, company-operated model, where somebody, ideally, if they have a location, and if that location is shortlisted, we would also welcome people who want to run these locations. So FOCO is primarily for people who might not be able to put time in the business. So in this model, the investment is about 20 lakhs because the company is also taking 5 lakhs additional as a working capital for the initial 3 months. Plus the company is giving you minimum guarantee on the entire investment being made or a revenue share of 10%. जो भी आपका सेल होगा उस आउटलेट का उसका 10% रेवेन्यू शेयर कंपनी आपको देगी. दूसरा हमारा सिंपल मॉडल है लाइक ऑल कंपनीज रन विच इज फ्रेंचाइजी और फ्रेंचाइजी ऑपरेटेड. इसमें सिर्फ एक एडिशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट है विच इज 1.5 lakhs which is not being charged by the company in the FOCO model. So इसमें 1.5 lakhs is the brand fee, license fee या आपको franchise fees as we put them is taken by the company. And addition to that, the company will charge a 2% royalty on the overall sales that we are doing from the outlet. So quickly, I'll also take some questions. I'm seeing some questions, already coming in. And my first question will also be now when we talk about the industry and what is the competition that you see in Pune with a lot of players that we saw in the presentation. You talked about Lenskart, you talked about others also, Vision Express. And so what is the current and how do you find yourself competing against the current players operating in the market?
Yes, we see a lot of competitors there, namely Titan, Gangar, Dinshaw, local optician, and Lenskart having this huge presence where we're already present, which is MG Road basically. So what we're doing is we are adding a lot of value when it comes to the lenses. As this is my granddad's line of business, and he started this. I have a lot of repeated clientele coming in from all of these, competitors because we're present right there, right in front of the other store. So we're present in the market. We see a lot of people coming in asking for lenses in particular. Also, Lenskart and the other optical guys are not doing same day delivery. They ask them to wait for 3 days, 4 days, a week in that situation, wherein we're giving 2-hour turnaround time with respect to, and we're also doing home deliveries. On the other hand, what happens is in this scenario now, I can tell you what has happened is Lenskart and Gangar are offering 50% off. Lenskart in particular is offering 40 plus buy one, get one plus, 50% cashback. So in that situation, let me be very optimistic. This thing I tell you, key, if the pricing is something that is a focus when it comes to the client being very specific, something of that. So we create a lot of value and we give them at a very affordable price. We are very competitive. We ensure that we're doing and we are starting the relation first, than having profits from the very first order itself.
Sure. Abhi, and when we talk about these two models, would you have preference on locations where you want to do FOCO and locations where you want to do franchisee and franchisee operated? And having said that, is Pune the current focus for you? Because I see Bombay as a phase 2 where you want to be. So you want to look at Pune as a priority, creating these clusters. So would you want to comment on your rollout in terms of locations one? And would we have a preference of where we want to do company owned and where we want to do franchisee only? Is that something that we want to also talk?
Yes. So what I want to do is I want to specifically focus on Pune because we've got our operations, operated and carried out from here. It's very easy for us to ensure that the store is not doing bad, is what I mean. So yes, Pune being our focus, we want to roll out, and we've identified some of our locations. Like I mentioned, that's wherein we particularly want to do FOCO. And we've also want to target Bombay, New Bombay. I see it is in a synergy with Pune, and it is we can manage basically is what I mean, to shorten it down. Also, on the other hand, FOFO can be promoted in Pune, outside Pune, and people who want to take control over the operations. We want to know what the margins are. So yes, we are open to that as well.
Sure. Now, looking at the model, because we're talking about franchisee owned, franchisee operated, and FOCO model. Now, I'll go a little deeper in the business model itself. And friends, I request again, agar aapke koi questions hai, and we'll take these questions one by one. Agar aapke koi bhi business related questions hai model ke, you have an opportunity. We have another 10 odd minutes where we'll try to pick up and conclude. So FOCO we've talked about a 20% minimum guarantee, and this is something which is paid to the investor, on a monthly payout, or a 10% revenue share, whichever is higher comes to the franchisee. So, is this 20% on the entire figure of 20 lakhs, or we have a different structure of calculating it, was one of the questions. And the second, when we talk about revenue share of 10%, and, based on your experience of running your own outlet, what kind of demand that you foresee, coming up in terms of the throughput of the outlet, or sales one can expect, and what do you think would this 10% translate to eventually? The first couple of months, we all understand, would be a month where we need to, go out in the market, reach out to customers, and gradually, maybe in a period of 3 to 4 months time, we should be starting to see, optimum level of sales coming in. Yeah.
So the minimum guarantee, right, like you rightfully mentioned, 20% being is the annual return. So if you consider monthly, it comes down to 1.67% to be precise on the investment. So
and this is on 20 lakhs.
This is on 20 lakhs.
Okay. So this is so annually this would be about 4 odd lakhs, which is being committed as the minimum guarantee.
Yes.
Okay.
And or 10% revenue share. Now, we've rightfully stepped into the. So we don't want to open up store where we don't understand the real estate, further mapping the market as to how it's going to be working. Okay, so we want to have 2 odd stores, but both profitable, rather than having 10, 8 in, doing a break even and then 2 in profit, and that hinders the portfolio. So we want to study the real estate, study the market, study as to where the order is going to be coming in from, who's going to be bagging it, due diligently studying the industry, and then going ahead and setting up the shop. So in that situation, we see that the revenue share, which is going to be 10%, is more than the minimum guarantee offered. This steps in after the 6th month, we see. So we are going to be doing a lot of aggressive sales and pitching outside of the store, because the operations and the company has a working wherein we've got people inside of the store as well, and people cross-selling and talking to people, talking to anyone wearing a spec or a contact lens, giving them an offer, giving them our deal, sharing them our value proposition than the other competitors that are there. And we share a lot of, we're doing on-street and on-road marketing for that. So that's how we ensure order backing from the first day itself, because it's not going to be very successful in the initial first 2 months, 3 months, to be honest.
Sure. And इसमें on an average क्या एक आपका एक outlet क्या efficiencies रहती हैं, what kind of sales, क्या sales throughput रहता है हमारा, और एक ये चीज समझना चाहती थी. And second is also the category mix that we have, which is contact lenses क्या sale होते हैं, spectacles and sunglasses. I think these are 3, and spectacles, being the highest category which is contributing to the sales. So in 3 category में ideal हमारा क्या mix रहता है, sales का, and second, what kind of an average throughput can we expect coming from an outlet, and because you already have an online, you have a website where people can even place orders. So if there's a sale which is coming, say, from a location, is that something which you fulfill from that store, or you keep these 2 businesses apart?
No. We what we do is we redirect them to that particular store, and we ensure that it is invoiced from there. So 60% I see is going to be sunglasses, wherein people want to just have their lenses or want to have a fresh pair of frame with lens. Then we see 30% favoring sunglasses. Also the RX range, where people want to get a lot of tinted and your powered lenses in their existing sunglasses. Followed by your contact lenses, which is summing up to roughly around 7 to 10%, wherein we see people coming in for daily, monthly, quarterly, 6 monthly, early based contact lenses.
And so, our average pricing, what would be our average pricing that we are keeping? And you also have a private label, because I did see the logo of your own brand. So are we also doing private label?
Yes, we're doing 2 brands which we've monopolized, namely Moonray, which is into sunglasses, and eyeglasses, which is Eye-N-Code. Also, we are doing the lenses, which is going to be branded under Claire Lenses. So Claire is Clear Vision. So that's how we've gone ahead and we named that. So we're doing lenses, eyeglasses, and sunglasses. So the average size per eyeglass, the normal computer is going to be 1,000 rupees. A normal with a good spherical and a cylinder, we see 1,200 rupees after giving them a 25% discount. Then
sure, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. So what we do is, like I rightfully mentioned, there's a lot of competition that is available in the market. So what we do is we give them a heavy discount for people coming in for the first time, people coming in from other shops, people coming with a lot of market experience and domain. कि इतने में मिलता है, इतने में मुझे चाहिए. So we do that as well. So on the other hand, we see sunglasses, our competitors selling it at 1,500, 2,000 a pair. So what we are doing is we're very aware as to what price is going around in the market, and it depends on this thing. So an average ticket size is 2,000 rupees per sunglass, which is going to be a polarized one.
True. And how does the margin work out? इसमें क्या margins होते हैं? Because आपके private label पे margins would be higher, and obviously
Yes.
other brands the margin comparatively are lower.
Mhm.
So if you look at maybe private label and others, and if you also consider blended margins, typically what play would a franchisee have in case of a franchisee and franchisee operated business?
So franchisee owned, franchisee operated, we are going to be giving them a 45% on revenue. In FOCO, it was 10%. And so in FOCO, of the revenue, yes, is what I mean. So we see amazing margins when you monopolize and you're doing it in-house, because what my granddad has is the cost leadership when it comes to purchasing and procuring all of these materials. I see I've got a better pricing than our competitors, which I would love to share if they get on board. On the other hand, brands also let you earn. No? That is the misconception that brands were, so if you have the right work breakdown structure, if you've got the right names in the industry, and you have a lot of technical experience as to what it's made of and how it works, they give you an offer that no one can. So yes, we see that brands also let you earn, not a problem.
क्या margin कुणाल जी इसमें क्या average हमारा blended margins क्या रहते हैं? Just looking at an understanding on the margins. So what is the overall margin a franchise partner would have?
So the overall margin would be 45% on the revenue.
Okay.
Now, gross margin. Also, I see that when it comes to brands, they do let you earn. We see a 50% margin there. We see a 70% when we are monopolizing and in-housing it. So yes, we have good margins to carry forward and give it to our relevant partners and investors respectively.
Like our question which I'll pick up, and a lot of people, because a lot of people who are on the webinar, and many people don't come with experience, unlike you have experience in the industry. A lot of people don't come with that experience. So, one, I would like to understand, and if that can also be explained, is that something which is important? Second, is there some kind of training which the company would give to a partner? In case of FOCO,
Yes.
absolutely, you run and take care of all operations, but in case of a franchisee, he needs to take care of day-to-day operations.
Yes.
So this was a question, which Mr. Arjit Oswal was asking, and he talked about, kind of expertise and skills which are required to operate and run. So would you comment on that, please?
Yes. So in any of the respective model, the company is going to be offering a comprehensive support when it comes to sales, inventory management, then when it comes to hiring, recruitment, as to what employees are fit for that particular store. So yes, it's going to be applicable and it's going to be upfrontly promoted by the organization in any of the models. So yes, there is a particular way and a synergy as to how the process is supposed to be carried out. When the client walks in, we try to probe to him, and then we get him tested, which is done by the optometrist, followed by the process wherein we go ahead and we bag the order and fulfill it. So yes, there is a process, and the company is upfrontly going to be supporting comprehensive support.
And is there also lock-in period? I see you've already answered, but for the benefit of all the audience, we have Mr.
Yes.
Darshan asking if there's a lock-in period for a franchisee and company operated model.
Yes, there's going to be a lock-in of 1 year, and we're going to be having an agreement of 5 years, which is, you can renew that for another 4 to 5 years if we see that it's a win-win for the both of us. And that is going to be free. And on the other hand, yeah, that's it.
And Arjit, you talked about the resources needed, property size and manpower. I think you might have missed that slide. So all our friends, if you've missed anything in the presentation that we made today, you can even go on the Facebook page of Franchise India Brands. We have the entire recorded webinar that we have done. Plus our teams at Franchise India will also be able to share the entire presentation. They would be able to email that to you. Plus, we're also holding a discovery day where we will bring in interested partners, prospective franchisees who can come and explore, meet face to face. And I would also request if a visit at the outlet can be done. We saw the beautiful picture
Yes.
of the outlet of Smegmart. Kunal, where is it located in Pune?
So it's on MG Road, right at the corner.
Okay, and that's a very prime location in Pune. I'm
Yes.
sure a lot of our friends from Pune who are there on the webinar would have seen and maybe even taken or bought the services or the product from there. So and so we'll send you all that and I will also request, friends, we have a discovery day that we're planning on 5th of January, which is next month. And this is Wednesday. So all of you are keen to take more information, get more information on the brand, please go ahead, reach out to us. Our team in Pune is heading this entire project and they will reach out to all of you, fix time. And just to conclude, friends, this is a brand from Pune. We have young entrepreneurs, but they're third generation entrepreneur who have learned and understood this industry, started by their grandfather who was in the business, and it is a very tight model. बहुत बड़ा model नहीं है, छोटा, you need an area of 500 square feet, a tighter model, not a huge investment, which starts with about 15 to 20 lakhs of investment. And the company is also offering a very flexible model. If you have time, you want to run the business, आप एक franchise owned, franchise operated outlet आप चला सकते हैं with an investment of 16.5 lakhs. And in case you do not want to put your own time, the company will also be happy to take care of the entire operations. So in case of a franchisee owned company operated model, the company will give you minimum guarantee of 20% on the 20 lakhs of investment. And they will also share with you 10% revenue share. So in दोनों में से जो भी आपका hire होगा, that is what company is giving you. So which also means the company has de-risked your investment. So minimum guarantee, irrespective of the sale, 20% आपको मिलेगा. But if the sale is higher, that's the objective. You get 10% of that revenue share. So these are two models which are given for our investors. Plus the company has also advised on 16 odd locations within Pune, which are potential locations which has a huge demand and a good potential of the business. So I'll request, friends, if you need more information, please reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to give you as much as details and understanding on the business model as you seek to take this informed decision. And Kunal, one more question, because you also put some malls in your presentation. Do we have some locations already identified? कुछ ऐसे spots हैं जो आपने identify कर रखे हैं and जहाँ पे business immediately हम run कर सकते हैं?
Yes, I have identified 2 of these malls in particular. So the Pavilion Mall being one of our prime location, followed by the Phoenix Market City Mall. So yes, these are some of the locations that we've identified. We've also spoken to the respective mall owner to get a space out there, and we see an availability. So yes, that can be tapped.
Sure. Great, helpful, Kunal. And before we close, I'll request you share.
Yes, just before we go. Yeah, just before we go, as I want to share something that I've personally learned from all of this. We'll have a lot of people pitching in and coming in with a lot of business models, with a lot of business propositions. But what I want to tell you is the optical space and the eyewear business is such a business that you'll be in a situation where you will come up to me and you will be in a situation and you'll finally tell me that you found a business that is consistently making you money. Because there is enough margin, carry it forward and give it to our partners. And after, if we talk about competition in particular, Lenskart having such a huge presence pan-India, we still see that the hefty amount of a margin that is still left, that is up for grabs to our investors. So yes, I wanted to give me one shot on maybe a FOCO model or a FOFO, and you will see for yourself that how this industry works and how is it consistently making you money.
Absolutely. Well, that's very well put. And I would also say it's a very, the industry is absolutely interesting. It is becoming organized. People are becoming more conscious and also increasingly eye health issues. 35% of Indian population needs a vision correction. However, only 25% have their vision corrected. So we also have a bigger population. While they might be carrying the problem, they don't go and get these tests. So Great opportunity, friends. Once again, I'll
Yes.
say, so if you're keen, and because this model is tried and tested, and that's the reason they are offering a FOCO model also within the city of Pune with a minimum guarantee or a revenue share. So all of you who are interested, please reach out. We are holding a discovery day next month, which is 5th of January. We'll block your time with the promoters of SpecMart and take this discussion further. Thank you so much. Any closing remarks,
you.
Kunalji and Darshanji? You want to give any closing remarks before we conclude?
Yes, I want to again talk about the industry and brand. Not much, I'll quickly summarize it. So this is an industry where I see this is a very volatile and a sensitive kind of industry. We can always have the customer acquisition, like all of us being very particular when it comes to the competition and order booking, and to ensure that the store is going to be successful. So what I want to tell you is we have a pretty healthy margin so that we don't have to worry about the dead stock that's coming in. Also, on the other hand, we are operating from all of the product range. So if a customer walks in, we are ensuring that he walks out with a deal that no one else is going to give him, or he ends up buying something. So that is one thing that I would personally go ahead and try to educate to all of our people working in the organization as to how it works. And this is all being carried forward by my grandfather, which is inculcated in me, and which I would love to carry forward and pass it on to all of our other partners.
Thank you so much, Kunal. Thank you so much, Darshan.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And a good day ahead, and wish you a very happy new year, and wishing all our friends also on the webinar a very happy new year. Before we close, Ashna, can I request you to kindly take it up for your concluding remarks too?
Sure. So thank you so much, Darshan. Thank you so much, Kunal, for joining in today. Thanks, Sonia ma'am. Thanks, Ashurji. Dear friends, thank you so much for registration joining us today. Please connect with us at our business hotline number, which is 97176838838. We have shared our email address also, which is feedback@franchiseindia.in, to share your feedback and suggestion. And in case you wish to understand more about different business options we have, different services offered by Franchise India team, please connect Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am at their LinkedIn platform. We've just shared the links on the screen. And tomorrow, under our 12 p.m. national webinar, we are bringing the brand Rolling Plate, the brand which offers a unique format of cloud kitchen. They are actually looking out for their master franchise partners. So do registration today with us. Registration can be done easily by either joining us at the Facebook page where we have shared the registration link, or connect with us at our business hotline number. Thank you once again for joining in today. Have a very safe day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, friends.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.